I had been rejected by the woman I liked too many times, and I no longer wanted to live. But every morning at 6, I woke up safe and sound again. I was trapped in an endless loop. Every day started with the same day. My name is Phil, and I worked as a weatherman at a TV station. I always thought I was clever and looked down on everyone around me. My coworkers acted polite, but I knew they were tired of me. Every February 2nd was the day I hated the most. I had to go to a small town to cover the so-called Groundhog Day. People gathered around a stump, knocked on the wood, and dragged that poor groundhog out of its hole. They pretended they could understand it, then told the crowd, "Our groundhog predicted that the weather will get better." Absurd, right? Of course I thought it was absurd. I just wanted to finish the boring job and get out of that place. At 6 in the morning on the day of the trip, my alarm woke me up. A fat man outside asked me if I thought spring would come early. Downstairs, I ran into an old lady.
Will you be checking out today, Mr. Collins?
Chance departure today, 100%.
A homeless man asked me for money, and I pretended I forgot my wallet. Then a man rushed over and said he was my old classmate. I had no memory of him. When he said he sold insurance, I knew I was his next target. I made an excuse and slipped away, but stepped into a puddle the next second. My mood, already bad, became worse. When I reached the square, my colleague had been waiting for me. I reported the weather on camera, half-heartedly, and tried to leave as soon as possible. But snow began to fall, and the police blocked the road home. I had no choice but to return to town. Rita invited me to dinner. I refused and even mocked her for being childish. The next morning at 6, I woke up. The snow was gone. So fast. I walked out, and the same fat man asked the same question. Downstairs was the same old lady. I felt like I had walked into a prank show. I tried retracing my steps. The homeless man was still there. A few steps later, the old classmate came running again. I panicked and stepped into the same puddle. I started to doubt if I was dreaming. Before sleeping, I broke a pencil and put it next to the alarm clock. At 6 the next morning, I woke up on time and found the pencil whole again. I ran out in fear. Every scene repeated itself. Terror filled me. I rushed to find Rita. She did not believe me, but still took me to the hospital. They examined me from head to toe and found nothing. With no hope left, I suddenly became free. Everything I once feared doing, I did. I punched the annoying fat man. I kissed the old lady downstairs. I snapped at the classmate. And that cursed puddle, I left it for someone else. Everything I had avoided before, I tried once, because tomorrow would bring the same morning again.